Have you ever wondered what happens when a president calls on his citizens living abroad to return home? Not just for a visit, but to rebuild their lives and become part of the country's future. That is the conversation now taking place across Zimbabwe and South Africa after President Emmerson Mnangagwa called on Zimbabweans facing xenophobia in South Africa to return home, assuring them that the government is ready to provide support and assistance. His message comes at a time when many Zimbabweans are living with uncertainty, while debates over migration, employment, and national development continue to dominate headlines. For some, the president's call offers hope. For others, it raises important questions about opportunities, reintegration, and what returning home could mean. Stay with us because this story is about much more than crossing a border. It is about the future of thousands of Zimbabwean families.
Our hands, therefore, are outstretched to receive all those coming back home. You are welcome back home. Tinogamuchirai siyaliyamukela abantwana beZimbabwe. Come home. Come home. I want to assure all our people returning from the diaspora that our ZANU-PF-led government has put in place comprehensive plans for the seamless, safe, orderly, and dignified reintegration back into Zimbabwe. In line with the character trait, we are known as a warm and hospitable people. It is pleasing that community members along the transit route, including in Matabeleland South Province, Masvingo Province, continue to demonstrate acts of kindness towards those going back to their countries of origin. I say well done, well done. Tinozvitenda siyalibonga abantu betu. Tinokutendai vanhu vedu munyika kutambira kwamuri kuita hama dzedu. Going forward, all our communities, including traditional leaders, churches and families, are challenged to play your part towards the successful reintegration arrangements as outlined in various circulars from the party and government. Meanwhile, I invite the private sector as well as the well-wishers to donate and partner with the government to accelerate the repatriation of many more of our people back home. Our hands, therefore, are outstretched to receive all those coming back home. You are welcome back home. Tinogamuchirai siyaliyamukela abantwana beZimbabwe. Come home. Come home.
For many years, South Africa has been one of the main destinations for Zimbabweans seeking employment, education, and business opportunities. Thousands crossed the border hoping to build better lives and support relatives back home. Many succeeded in establishing businesses, finding work, and sending money to their families. But not everyone has had the same experience. In recent months, concerns about undocumented migration, tighter immigration enforcement, and incidents linked to xenophobia have left many Zimbabweans worried about their future. Families have faced uncertainty, and some have begun considering whether it is time to return home. Against this backdrop, President Mnangagwa issued a message encouraging Zimbabweans affected by these challenges to come back to Zimbabwe. According to the president, those returning will receive government support and assistance as they begin rebuilding their lives. The message has immediately sparked conversation across the country. Some Zimbabweans welcomed the call, saying it demonstrates concern for citizens facing difficult circumstances outside the country. Others are asking practical questions. What kind of support will be available? How will returnees be reintegrated? What opportunities will they find once they arrive? Those questions have become central to the national discussion. If you're enjoying this report and want more updates on Zimbabwe's biggest political and national stories, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. We bring you balanced coverage of the issues shaping Zimbabwe every day. Supporters of the president's appeal say it reflects a leadership approach focused on the safety and well-being of Zimbabwean citizens wherever they may be. They argue that when fellow citizens face hardship abroad, government has a responsibility to encourage their safe return and help them settle back into the country. The president's message also connects with the philosophy often expressed through the slogan, Nyika inovakwa nevenevayo, a country is built by its own people. Supporters say this vision encourages Zimbabweans to contribute their skills, knowledge, and experience to national development. Many returning citizens have spent years working in different industries across Southern Africa. They have gained practical experience in construction, mining, agriculture, hospitality, transport, and manufacturing. According to those backing the initiative, these skills could become valuable if returning Zimbabweans are able to integrate into the country's workforce and economy. Government supporters also point to ongoing activity in sectors such as mining, agriculture, construction, and manufacturing, arguing that these industries have the potential to create employment opportunities and benefit from experienced workers returning home. At the same time, many analysts note that the success of any return program will depend on how effectively returning citizens can access jobs, establish businesses, and rebuild stable livelihoods. They say that for many people, practical opportunities will be just as important as the invitation itself. That is why the conversation has become so important. For many Zimbabweans living abroad, returning home is an emotional decision. Some have spent years outside the country. Others have children who were born abroad. Many continue supporting families through the income they earn outside Zimbabwe. Returning often means beginning a completely new chapter. Communities across Zimbabwe are also watching these developments closely. Families separated for years hope to reunite with loved ones. Local communities hope returning citizens will bring valuable skills, ideas, and business experience that can strengthen the economy. Business leaders have often argued that skilled workers are an important resource for national development, particularly in industries that require technical knowledge and practical experience. However, not everyone sees the issue in the same way. Some Zimbabweans believe that returning home will depend largely on the opportunities available to support long-term livelihoods. Others say that regardless of political views, ensuring the safety of Zimbabwean citizens remains an important priority whenever they face difficult conditions abroad. Political observers also note that migration has always been a complex issue. People leave countries for many different reasons, including employment, education, family responsibilities, and personal aspirations. Likewise, people return home for many different reasons. Some return because they choose to, others because circumstances change, and some because they believe the time has come to contribute to their country's future. The president's message has therefore become more than a response to current events. It has become part of a broader conversation about national development, migration, and the role Zimbabweans living abroad can play in the country's future. Across social media and in communities both inside and outside Zimbabwe, reactions remain mixed. Some people describe the appeal as a timely message encouraging unity and nation building. Others believe the key question will be how returning citizens are supported once they arrive and whether they can successfully rebuild their lives. One thing is clear: thousands of Zimbabweans continue following these developments with great interest because the decisions they make could affect not only their own futures, but also the futures of their families. As events continue to unfold, attention will remain focused on how the government's support measures are implemented and how returning Zimbabweans are reintegrated into communities and the economy. For now, the president's message has opened a new chapter in the national conversation. Will more Zimbabweans choose to return home? Will the opportunities available match the hopes of those making that journey? And could this initiative become an important step in encouraging skilled Zimbabweans abroad to contribute to the country's future? Those questions remain unanswered. But one thing is certain: the discussion about migration, opportunity, and nation building is far from over, and many Zimbabweans will be watching closely to see what happens next.